Hi, I'm Kate from Vacay in One Day, and I'm here in Athens, Greece for just one day. So I'm on the hunt to see the best, do the best, and eat the best. Let's go have a perfect one day in this charming and historically significant city. Since I only have one day in Athens, I'm doing a lot of walking. Almost all the major sites are within walking distance of each other, but it's a lot to see in one day, especially in this early September heat. Because it's so hot and there's a lot to see, it's very important that I'm starting my day off early. Most of the sites here open at 8 a.m. and I'm planning to be the first one there. So for those of you that are Disney fans, that means I am rope dropping the Panathenaic Stadium, home to where the Olympics was born. I chose to start my day here because it was the furthest from my hotel, and I figured it would be the easiest to spend the walking time up front before it opens and get there right at 8 a.m. and to avoid the longer, about 15 minutes, walk in the heat later in the day. So I just purchased my ticket right at 8 a.m. for 10 euros, and I have to say, you can see most of the stadium from the outside, so I don't think you have to buy a ticket to enjoy it. But for me, there is something special about getting able to walk along the track. And you can grab an audio guide if you'd like. Here in the back corner is a tunnel, and inside you will find the different torches from all of the different Olympics. Alright, that was pretty cool, and definitely worth a quick visit. And I only stayed for about 25 minutes or so, but now it's time for breakfast. What I love about waking up early, besides the cooler weather, is how quiet it is here. The town is still waking up and the streets are empty, and later on the day in this area, I just know the streets are going to be filled with people as they're quite narrow and are filled with so many shops along the way, but right now it's really peaceful and quiet. Decided to stop at Pantheon restaurant for breakfast as I know I'm going to be doing a lot of walking and need a full breakfast for energy. They have a variety of breakfast items and is located in this cute little square. The food looked just like the pictures in the menu and it was awesome. I would definitely come back here if I came to Athens again. Up next, we are going to the main attraction here in Athens, the Acropolis. It's just a few minutes walk from breakfast. For the Acropolis, you can buy just an entrance ticket online, but we went ahead and booked a tour with a guide that included the Acropolis Museum because we figured if we're going to do this once, we should get the best experience. The meetup spot is by the subway line next to the Acropolis, and you are given a headset, a very knowledgeable guide, and a small group to enjoy it with. The walk up to the Acropolis can be steep in places and very slippery. Luckily, our guide has been taking so many stops along the way to provide historical stories and information. One of my favorite things I learned was about how the city got its name, in that Athena and Poseidon both wanted to name the city and presented the people with gifts. Poseidon used his trident to spring seawater from the ground, and Athena planted a seed which sprouted into an olive tree. As you can guess from the popularity of olives here in Athens, Athena won, and that's how they got the name Athens. the controversial things you hear about and you can see for yourself is that there are a lot of pieces of the temples and buildings missing, and that it's from Britain removing them and are now located in the British Museum. The Parthenon, which is the largest temple in the Acropolis, has been an archaeological site since 1833. And throughout the tour and in the museum, you can see just how much has been removed and can feel the desire from the locals to have it all be brought back to Greece and reunited with the structures. But that's enough about that, and overall this is obviously a must-do. Like I said, it's hot, it's extremely busy, so you must get here early and wear good sturdy shoes. It took us about 3 hours to complete the Acropolis and the museum nearby. After working up an appetite, which is absolutely needed for this next place, we are having lunch at Scalarcio. All the reviews I've read about this place is that the food is fantastic and the portion sizes are huge. Plus, look how cute this place is. So their menu has options for combinations based on the party size, or you can order a la carte. And we chose to get the lunch option for 2 people, which included bread, 2 entrees, 2 salads, 1 appetizer, water, 2 drinks, and 2 desserts for 40 euros. So it's not the cheapest lunch by any means, and as soon as the food came out, I knew this was a mistake. The portion sizes are really large, and while we definitely came hungry, we still only made what felt like a dent in the food. I think I would just order a la carte next time if I came here. Also, one tip is to get the Tzatziki app here. It is outstanding. I have 2 more sites on my list to visit before we head back to the hotel to get ready for dinner and drinks. And the first one is Hadrian's Gate. It's about a 10-minute walk from lunch, and the arch stands between the Acropolis and Zeus's temple, which is the next place I'm going. This arch is well preserved and free to see, but I don't think it will take more than a minute or 2 to admire it. Right behind the arch is Zeus's temple. It costs 6 euros to enter, but I have a few thoughts, especially now that I'm here. So 1, you can't go inside any part of the temple, so everything you can see here can be seen from the outside, and maybe not worth paying the entrance cost. But alternatively, there is an Athens combo pass for about 30 euros that grants you access to 7 of the major sites, including the Acropolis and Zeus's temple, and so many more. So if you didn't want to get a tour guide for the Acropolis like we did, this pass is a great option for you and will save you money. Okay, so after seeing both of these sites, I feel like if I had to do it over again, I might have spent the time going to the ancient Agora instead. So from what I read about the ancient Agora, this site doesn't have a lot of signs or information for you to learn about as you walk through it, but it does have the Temple of Hephaestus, which is the best preserved structure in Athens. You can't go inside the temple, but I know you can admire its beauty from the outside. Okay, just took a much needed break in the hotel room to refresh and recharge, and I'm very excited for dinner. So we're going to be taking a short taxi ride to the bottom of the Lycabettus Hill, where we are going to take the funicular up to the restaurant on top of this hill. This restaurant is known as the Terrace of Athens, and while the reviews on the food are mixed online, there is no debating that this has the best views in all of the city. Overall, the food was really good, in my opinion, and better than I was expecting, but you will be paying a much higher price tag for it. I enjoyed the fish, and I was told from people I was with that the lamb was excellent. I actually really highly recommend coming here, just for the fact that it's fun to take the train up the mountain, but you also get to experience the breathtaking views of the Acropolis and the city as the sun goes down. Before we end our night on a great day here in Athens, we have one more stop at Loukoumades. This is located in a very charming, trendy, and lively plaza in Plotka. Loukoumades serves mini donuts in a variety of flavors, and you can get it paired with ice cream. Fun fact I learned is that these donuts were given to the first participants in the first Greek Olympics. The dough was homemade daily on an on-demand basis, and we waited about 15 minutes for ours, but the wait was worth it. The line outside got pretty long right after us too, so I'd probably try and get here a little bit on the earlier side. The donuts are amazing, freshly warm. I got the honey and cinnamon ones that tasted just like a glazed donut, and wow, absolutely come here to end your night. Well, I've been Kate from Vacay in One Day. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.